Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days, Season 6, Episode 15, Every Time We Say Goodbye. Not much went down in this episode. It's the second to last episode before the finale. So we're just going to get right into it. This video won't be long. First couple I'm going to talk is Amanda and Rosvin. So Amanda and Rosvin are still in Croatia, meeting Rosvin's family and stuff. Rosvin and his mom had a conversation about Amanda, and Amanda was worried about that fight that they had a few weeks ago. So, he said, Rosvin's mom had said Amanda's really finicky, she thinks she likes Rosvin, but she's still not over. She sees that how she's not over her ex-husband's death and everything, which is understandable, but she's really finicky and stuff and everything. And Rosvin is starting to push back a little bit and everything, so he's keeping it cool. So later, Amanda and Rosvin go out and play some pool, and they're playing pool, having a good time. And then Amanda asks them, what did you and your mom talk about? And he was like, I don't know. And Amanda was like, yes, you do know and everything. He basically said they have their we have our ups and downs and this and that. Amanda said that she does love Rosvin, so I'm surprised she fell in love quick. So that's just that. So I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Next couple I won't spend too much time on is Christian and Cleo. So their trip is nearing the end. And Christian and Cleo had another deep conversation. Cleo is really concerned about Christian's outgoing personality. He's a flirt. He is a flirt. Cleo is really concerned that he's going to find other people, other girls and stuff. And she asked him, are we going to be committed? And Christian said that he has no intentions of being with anybody else and stuff. He wants to see this through. And Cleo had said, I'm cool with you having your already girlfriends and stuff, but I'm not going to be cool if you start working with other girls that are single that appear to be sexy, because that's just where my insecurities will come into place and stuff. And I'm just Cleo, you have to really that's the difference between the two of you. Cleo's more well reserved, and Christian's more out there and going and stuff. So Cleo needs to learn how to compromise a little bit. But I do feel on this trip she's compromised a lot, from him going to the bar and picking up that girl to bring over for Thanksgiving dinner, which backfired and everything. So Christian is getting frustrated with how Cleo just always keeps questioning him on everything. And I'm starting to see Christian's point. For a while, I was team Cleo, but I'm starting to see more Christian's point, where Cleo is just doesn't really feel secure in this relationship. I don't know if it's going to last or not. I really don't know. So yeah, that was Christian and Cleo. Next couple I'm going to talk is Gino and Jasmine. So last week, Jasmine broke up with Gino and everything. So in this episode, Gino is packing up, getting ready to go back home, and he had to go back to the apartment to get his things. Jasmine, 20 minutes later, comes and says, let me talk to you. And he's like, okay. So they talked. Jasmine apologized and said, I can't live without you and everything. She's like, I promise I'm going to stop being mean. I'm going to start being a bitch and everything. I promise I'm going to do better. Just please don't leave me. And she got a ring out and re-proposed to Gino with his ring, basically, that he paid for and everything. And she was just like, will you take me back, please, and everything? This is priceless. This is priceless. This ring is priceless and stuff. And we're just like, what do you mean priceless? He paid for it. So Jasmine re-proposes to Gino, and Gino says yes and everything. So they had their little last night of rendezvous and everything before he had to go back to America. They leave to go back to the airport to go to America, Before they left, Gino actually had mentioned that he had left Jasmine some money, like $1,000. And until Jasmine's visa gets approved, they came to an agreement that Jasmine will move to an apartment cheaper than a 6-month lease apartment, which is only going to be $1,000 a month. So Gino said he'll do that and everything after all of that fight, and they came to that compromise. And voila. I'm going to come back to Gina and Jasmine later when I preview the tell-all. So, but yeah, that was Gina and Jasmine. Next couple is David and Sheila. So David and Sheila had their little vacation and stuff. They had to go back to Sheila's hometown to see the dad and Sheila's son. And they met them at the table, met them out, and David and Sheila announced to the father and the son that they're engaged and everything. And both the dad and the son were happy. So the question is, for the son, will you want to come to America? And the son said, yes, I do. He was like, I know David is mute, but he really loves my mom and stuff and everything, so I will go with them to America. So that was really sweet from the boy. So David and Sheila, they had to say their goodbye at the airport. It was just so sad. It was just so sad. They were the best couple this season. The best couple. Hands down. David and Sheila, the best couple. Like, Sheila was so sad about it because, you know, she just lost her mother. Now David has to go back to America, you know, and everything. So they had a really, really touching, emotional goodbye. So I really hope that they stay together. I hope we see them again. I really would like to see them again. So yeah, that was David and Sheila. Next couple I want to talk is Riley and Violet. Riley and Violet had no chemistry throughout this whole season. Zero. Zilch. I did not see a single connection with them. This episode, you know, like, Riley apologizes about the PI. Looks like Violet forgave him and stuff. But so what? So the last night that they had together, Riley said that Violet couldn't come to the airport because she has a family obligation that day. So the night before, she came over to help him pack and stuff. And Riley had a nice little conversation with her saying, I think I might. And then he was telling us that I don't really say the L word that much because every time I say it, I get hurt and stuff and everything. But, you know, I don't want to leave here without telling Violet how I really feel. So he was telling Violet, I think I'm telling you something that I don't normally tell. And then Violet's like, okay, that's enough. Stop. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. And he was like, okay. And then she was like, you know, just keep in touch. Please keep in touch. And when she said keep in touch, I'm just like, oh, that can't be good. That can't be good. I'm going to come back to them too because we have some breaking news on that as well. And we'll get more about it. So, yeah. Riley and Violet throughout this whole season did not have a connection. I did not see there was no all moment with them. None. Zilch. So, yeah, that was Riley and Violet. And the last couple I'm going to talk is Statler and Dempsey. We did not see Misha, Nicola, or Tyree, but we've seen Statler and Dempsey. So it's Dempsey's birthday, and they went to Scotland, and they went to that castle. And, you know, they toured the castle and having a good time or whatever. They're on a car ride going around town and stuff, and Dempsey said that she wants to have kids one day. Cool. Statler is saying that she doesn't want kids and everything. And Dempsey's like, she never said that before, so what's going on? But Dempsey was like, you know, it's my birthday. I'm going to enjoy it. Statler has a really big day planned for me today, so I'm just going to enjoy this. And we'll talk about this later. So they're out in town enjoying her birthday and enjoying Scotland. They found a guy that plays them pipes, and Statler requested to play Happy Birthday to Dempsey for that, which is really cute. So the next morning they wake up. Statler and Dempsey have a conversation. Dempsey brings up the fact that you don't want kids and stuff. And Statler's like, they're a big responsibility and stuff. And I don't know. And Dempsey's like, one way or another, I do want to have kids one day. And Statler was like, well, if you do and stuff, I don't know if it'll work out between us. And Dempsey was just like, okay, that's how you feel? She got up, packed her stuff, and the producer's like, is that a deal breaker for you? And she's like, yep, might as well end this before it gets started. And so my opinion on that is that Statler can barely take care of herself. So I see why she doesn't want to have a kids, because she's smart enough to know that she won't be able to handle kids. But Dempsey is more reserved and more calmer than Statler, so I see the difference. But if Statler had said that she wanted kids at first when they first started talking, and this is why Dempsey is upset, then she needs to stick to her word or whatever. Now Dempsey's upset, walks off, and everything. She might break up with Statler. I hope they don't, but yeah, Dempsey was really furious. She was very furious with that. Anyway, guys, again, that was it. It's the second to the last episode before the tell-all. Next week's episode is going to be fire, because next week is going to be the season finale before the tell-all. And we got to actually see a preview of the tell-all. When the tell-all comes in 2 weeks, for the first time ever, we're going to have a live studio audience. I wish I would have known that. I would have tried to go to New York for the taping of it. That would have been cool. Apparently in the tell-all, okay, I was wrong. All the couples are there, including Gina and Jasmine. Jasmine is in America. So I think in the next week's preview of the episode, it says that she has her visa interview, and it goes AWARE. So I don't know if she didn't get it at that moment or had a second interview, but Jasmine's in America because she'll be at the tell-all. Everybody else is there. I thought Amanda and Ross weren't going to be there, but they're there. Tyree is there. Statler and Dempsey are there. All 8 couples are there. And Jasmine's the only foreign person that's in studio, and they're gonna have a studio audience. Apparently, in the preview for next week, Riley had gotten Violet pregnant. So that's just a preview. I don't know if it's true or not, but the preview of next week's episode and the tell-all, it looks like Riley had gotten Violet pregnant. So I can't wait to see how that plays out. And they said at the tell-all they're going to reach out to that Christian guy who catfished Tyree. They're going to call him. So can't wait to see that. So again, we got one more episode. Next week's the season finale before the 90 days. And then we'll have a 2-part tell-all. So we're almost at the end of the season here. Anyway, guys, that's the end of my review. Wasn't much to talk about today. Everybody's wrapping up and saying goodbye. David and Sheila, best couple so far. I can't wait to see what happens with Riley and Violet. Gina and Jasmine, and Statler and Dempsey. I could care less about Amanda and Rosbin, to be honest with you, and everything. So when the tell-all comes, we're going to be going hard. But my recap next week is going to be big, because we got a lot of stuff that's going to happen next week. So I can't wait. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back on tomorrow to recap The Other Way and The Last Resort. So I'll see you guys then. Have a good one.